Hello and welcome to Free Sample of the Week. Sonuscore just dropped a free edition of their orchestral library, the Orchestra Elements, completely free, works within the free Contact player as well, so you will need that third-party software. And with this, you're getting a little bit of everything of the basics at least. So you're getting some woodwind, strings, and brass, staccatos, and sustains. And with that as well, you're also getting some tremolos and some marcatos for the strings as well, and a little bit of choir and some fun rhythmic patches. This is the plugin. It's only one instance of Contact. And then if you really want to see the full extent of what you're getting, click up here. And well, here you go. You can even break it down by character. You've got categories as well and different parts of the orchestra here. So you can click around to see what you're getting. And I really do like this little preset browser as well. It's quite nifty and you can really narrow down what you want instead of going through hundreds and hundreds. And I think they said over 600 presets, at least in the full edition. That's not what you're getting with the free. I think you're only getting 30, but it's slightly broken. This is version 1.0. I think it's only just come out today, because if you look back here, we're on string full sustains. You can see we've got our different instruments down here. If I go into the preset browser, I want some woodwinds. Let's go for the colors. So just our basic woodwinds, full sustains. It's still got all our strings loaded here. Now the way around this, go to the top, make sure it's on that little camera one there, snapshots up at the top, and you'll see everything that's available within the free edition here. So we can just click on our colors, woodwind sustains, and you'll see they've loaded right there. So that's the way around it until they fix the preset browser. Of course, you've got your little settings there in the background. There's humanize as well, which I'm actually going to turn on and put it about 50%. I like that feature. Upgrade there. You'll notice you can't browse the instruments as well. That's for the full edition, or at least a paid edition. You have an engine for your arpeggiators and rhythm stuff and a mixer. No multiple mic positions, but you can adjust the levels of each section, which is really nice. It's not just an ensemble patch, although you do have some ensemble presets. And then you've got panning, reverb, compression, EQ, all basic stuff, which we do like to see. Saying that, it's completely free, so you get what you're given, you're happy with it. Anyway, let's listen to this out of the box. We're going to start with just the basics, the colors, the bread and butter stuff that you are going to use. Might as well start backward, well, from the top, I should say, brass. We're not going to start with the strings, and see how these actually sound. So, brass, full staccatos. Nice to see some multiple velocity layers. Let's turn that reverb off. Quite a dry-ish sound, I would say. So our reverb completely off. Yeah, but you can still hear the room, but it's nice enough, close enough, especially for an ensemble. No, I like that. Let's move on to our sustains. Nice range on the mod wheel. Does that reset our reverb? It does. This would go really nicely with stuff like BBC Symphony Discover and just stuff within your DAW. I wouldn't say it's exceptionally great like paid stuff, but it's definitely a great starting spot. Orchestra high staccatos. Nice way to get a thick texture quickly. Nice little patch there. Let's see how our sustains sound. Full high sustains with the orchestra. And you can see here the flute is an octave higher than what we're playing, which is nice. You can affect that, which is nice as well. That's not something you have to have the paid feature for, but I like how that's pre-mapped an octave higher. I almost want to map the violin an octave higher as well. Very cinematic. You can quickly create some, I think, some beautifully thick textured pieces with this, or at least mock them out. I like that patch actually. I'm not one for ensemble patches, but for something being free, that's outstanding. Right, moving on to our strings, we've got Marcatos, which is a nice addition, not normally something you see with free stuff. Normally it's something like pizzicato, but I'm not complaining. Nice addition, definitely Marcatos. Staccatos. Why is that plus? I want that to be minus really for the double bass. And then maybe plus for our violin. Actually, let's put the double bass 2 down. Cello's 1 down. Yeah, something like that. Nice rich texture. How does that sound with no reverb? Bit odd actually. Works really nicely with that reverb. Can we change the reverb recording stage? Kind of reminds me of like a dumbed down Albion 1, which is a good thing. Sustains with the strings. This is the ultimate test. Yeah, they passed the test. I really like how they've done the dynamic fader. You have such a large range. Yeah, really like that. Right, moving swiftly on, some tremolo. pretty standard. I like it. Can't complain about that. Woodwinds, full staccato. Nope, good. And these all I feel would work very well together, recorded in the same space, obviously, process the same. Sustains, I wish that wouldn't pop up every time. Beautiful. The higher register is a little bit. Not too convincing, but I think even premium products struggle sometimes with the higher registers as well, so no biggie. And that's our basic colours, that's your basic articulations you're getting with it. But some other really fun patches you get with it, these animated orchestras where they really go ham with these arpeggiators and rhythms. So you can really get up and running quite quickly to create some very fun little textures and rhythms that are quite orchestral, especially for like basic video game music. Very handy for a starting point or to compose around. And this is free. That is amazing. The things you get for free these days. These alone, I would have been happy with it. But all these little additions, I love it. Call the Guardian. Absolutely awesome. I love the mix they have. They've got sustains, tremolos, even some they had staccatos. We've got a bit of a harp. This really does show off what this company can offer. And out of all the free editions, this is one that definitely makes me think, oh, maybe I do want to upgrade. Just having a little bit more control. That harp sounds absolutely beautiful. I love how they've crafted these. They're absolutely gorgeous. Now, Icy Lake has a little bit of choir in it, I believe, as well. Yeah. I feel like I'm almost writing a full piece just by hitting chords. It's honestly amazing. Not too convinced by the choir, but overall, the accumulative sound that you're getting, amazing. I love it. And something you can do, I believe, is go into it and adjust it. You can go in and change how these are sounding, even though, you know, these presets off the bat sound amazing. You can go in and tweak them and adjust them. And, well, look at that, all the control you have in the background. It's so simple, yet quite complex at the same time. Right, Midnight Pulse. And of course, if you wanted to adjust them, you can turn these off, change what arpeggiator is being used, what envelopes being used. That's nice as well. Last but not least, in our animated orchestra, Shoot to Kill. There you have it. I think you've got a little taste of everything there, and I love the range. Right, Orchestral Rhythms. This is where it gets a little bit fun. More brass. So convincing how they've got them as well, and they're just triggering samples. They're not recorded phrases, and you can, as I already showed you, go in and adjust those. Absolutely cool. You can see just the sensitivity and how they've got those tunes. And I like the fact that, again, you're getting some horn marcatos. I know they're not in the colours and the bread and butter stuff, but they're showing off what those can do. Right. Next, let's move on now to some strings. Awesome, absolutely awesome. Triplets, wood basic triplets. This is a super cool library. I'm absolutely loving it. It's inspiring, it's full of character, and it's completely free. I can't believe that last part. Seriously, what you're getting for nothing, it's worth it just for that. And it doesn't take up too much space. It's about 4 GB, just over 4.2, I believe. But there's some awesome sounds in there, awesome textures, awesome phrases, and some really cool bread and butter articulations in there. Definitely something I highly recommend, especially if you're starting out and haven't paid for too much stuff yet. But I've hoped you've enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.